Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Pathman Lateman Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. Not really put together today, and that's okay. It is what the hell it is, right? So I'm going to go ahead and roll your weekend read out now. I've got other projects and things that I'm working on, and while I'm feeling peppy, we're going to roll with it because God knows what tomorrow brings, right? As we've seen yesterday. Right now, as we speak, the first video for what I'm calling the Real and Raw series and episodes talking about trauma is uploading, and as soon as that is ready to roll, I will release that here on YouTube for you. I hope that you do check those out. I intend on making it a continuous series over topics and doing some very important research as far as I'm concerned, and kind of bringing that all together for that series. I think it's going to be very beneficial to everybody in some way, so I encourage you to share that information as it comes available and we get those videos out there to you. Again, thank you to everybody who has helped me hit that 15,000 subscribers mark. I'm super excited about that, and nice to see things moving on and moving up. With that being said, Scorpio, again, we're going to do your weekend read. So this is it's September 11th. So memories from that day for all of us so many years ago, and continue to uplift this country, this world, in prayer for those that suffer from, the experience of 9/11, which I think we all did in some way. It was the day that our lives changed forever if you're a part of that generation. And for Mr. Kirk, who lost his life yesterday, there are no words to even begin to make sense of such horrific violence in this world. Irina, the Ukrainian young lady who moved here seeking refuge only to be brutalized in a most vicious way by a government that has failed to keep criminals behind bars. And I had mentioned in that video, you'll hear about it on there if you watch it, 9-year-old girl back where I originally come from, who was starved, beaten, abused, along with her siblings by her two female caretakers that were mom and dad, and ultimately murdered and shoved in a tote and reported missing while she was half down an embankment. So that's what we're dealing with. That's the world we live in today. Sad, disgusting, but true. So there's that. It's got me a little wound, not gonna lie, when I watch this violence and everything that we stand for here to create love and harmony and peace and to heal. It's infuriating to watch such evil hang out in the world. So that's that. There's me on my soapbox this morning. Do with it what you will. So Scorpio, today's the 11th, so we'll say the 12th, 13th, 14th this weekend of September. Let's not forget, eclipse season is clearly in full fucking swing, doing its thing. It's changing our lives in ways we couldn't imagine right now. It happens for a reason, unfortunately, but it brings light to what we need to know. So with that, Scorpio, let's get an overall card for your weekend read. I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, made made donations to the channel, booked personal reads with me. Personal readings are open and available. Shoot me an email. I got halfway through those this morning, so if you're interested, information is in the description box below, as well as the link for channel memberships as well. What else? I don't know. I think that's about it right now. Yeah, so we're going to roll from there. So thank you all for being here, for your love, your support. Reading your comments. I'm slowly getting through those as well. All of you. I want you to know how fucking amazing you are. I read your comments. I hear your stories. I read your stories. I read your emails. You don't know what a beacon of light you are when you walk into this world and you choose to brave those difficult experiences. It's just important for you to know the roots, where you come from, where you're going, Scorpio. So just, okay, Spirit, split the deck. A deep breath, let it go. Whatever has been trying and challenging, take a deep breath on it. Get ready to open up your heart activation skills, Spirit is saying. Open up your heart activation skills. This weekend, Scorpio, let's see what the overriding theme is. We'll say the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. I'll pull cards for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, though. See what's going on. So, Spirit, for our Scorpio collective around the world, Spirit, we unite. We unite. We unite in the darkest of times. Such a looming energy. I don't think you could get rid of it if you wanted to. I can't even talk plain today. Gratitude in music, finding harmony. You know, being grateful, Scorpio, for the little things in life. I don't care if it's your cup of coffee. I don't care if it's 5 minutes of peace and quiet after the kids go to bed. I don't care if it's a conversation you had with your dog last night. Like, just be grateful. Be in a grateful space for life in itself. Be the visionary to your world of what you want to create. Spirit's bringing up the new moon in Virgo coming up next week. Limitless potential, Scorps. The Black Swan, that's come up a couple of times over the last year or so for you guys, and I can't quite remember what that was about, but ultimately under the bottom of the deck is healing. So limitless healing, limitless potential, limitless, you are a limitless being, Scorpio. So whether this is work, love, the world, finances, do know that you are ready to take on something and conquer something in whatever that is, and you're going to do it with grace and beauty. You're going to do it with all things. 10, it's a new beginning. 7, I talked about boundaries in that video this morning. You're emerging. Spirit's talking about emergence here, Scorps, over the weekend, and I feel like it's in your interpersonal connections is also what I'm hearing. It's like you, what is that? Hold on, what am I hearing? I walk alone, I walk alone, these empty streets on the boulevard of broken dreams. Green Day, boulevard of broken dreams. You may, Scorps, against the grain, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Man, powerful energies coming out today. Cellular structures, DNA, the encoding of where you've come from, who you are, what you are. Just all the structures. Some of you could be having like TMJ symptoms, I'm going to say. Do know that there's trigger point therapy for that. Look that up if you are dealing with some things like that. I also seen a guy not long ago that he talked about, don't quote me on this, right? Don't tell, I'm not a doctor, right? I cannot tell you all the things, but there was something, and it was TikTok or what it was, but a friend of mine sent it to me. But it's something about putting pressure, if you're having issues with the jaw, right about here, right up underneath your gum line, and allowing your jaw, it like naturally helps your jaw to drop and your tongue almost kind of sticks out, but it helps to release tension in the jawline. So just be aware of that little trick. I know there's more to it than that, but you can, Google it. Google, always go back to Google. Against the grain, peace is on. There's something about this black though. Hold on. There's doves. There's doves in the water. So peace, emotional harmony. You're leaning into something this weekend, Scorpio. And Spirit is saying the time will tell what you do with that healing. It's healing. This is an integration of masculine and feminine energies as well. The way that I'm seeing this from Spirit, I don't even know why this matters, but some of you could have a mole on your left butt cheek. Don't ask. That's what they just gave me. So if that's the confirmation you need that this message is for you, there it is. I don't know what to tell you. The things that Spirit brings through, note made. Scars around the wrist too. No, Spirit. Okay, got you. The restraints, Scorpio, are being lifted. There's some sort of restraint that you've been dealing with against the grain. You've pushed, you've pulled, you've played tug of war. You've let go. You're letting go of something, or something is letting go of you. You're making the mark to make it let go of you is what I'm hearing from Spirit as well. So whatever that looks like for you, it's almost like you've got the restraints. You've had the restraints around the wrist for a long time. It's also giving me the 8 of Swords energy. So this could just be something that you yourself have like wrapped your mind around. The animal, your animalistic instincts, Scorps. What is this? Eros. What you speak What you speak becomes life is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Animalistic nature is to defend, to protect, to eat, to survive. But the thing about this particular card is I like the eye. The blue eyes. Blue eyes could be important. It's piercing. It's piercing, but it's focused. And I'm going to say in a positive way. Scorpio, the warrior came out for you the other day. Look what comes back out for you, the warrior. You are a force to fucking be reckoned with. There's been past threads, Scorpio, and I feel like you're letting those go. Here's an interesting thing. I don't feel like this is necessarily the weekend, but I think that there's a awareness, a personal awareness to something that could have held on to you for a really long time, that all of a sudden, like, it's almost like somebody who is always like a thorn in your side or an annoyance or something like that, like where somebody just, I feel like they've got something else going on in their life that they're loosening a grip on you. And I feel like you feel that. You may not know the details or what exactly is going on, but you feel lighter, Spirit, by nature. So maybe you need to get out in nature too, if we're going to put that in a very single sense. But you feel lighter. It's almost like you're feeling some sense of relief around a particular thing. And I think that energy is going to carry forward. But Spirit is saying that it's because their attention is being redirected elsewhere. So when we talk divine protection, this is Spirit saying, okay, we're going to give this pain in the ass to Scorpio, we could say, something else to focus on. If we upend their life, or we make them have to give attention elsewhere, it takes the focus off of Scorpio. So you could feel like, as these restraints or this energy, this heaviness around you is being lifted, you're able to like recalibrate mind, body, soul this weekend. I hope that's making sense the way I'm explaining that. But that's how it's coming in. So let's get the days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What cards? Spirit, where are those cards? Hold that thought. I've probably got 30 decks, no lie, sitting here on the table. And the one I'm looking for, I don't see. Am I losing it? Maybe. Am I losing my mind? There's that one. Bear with me for a second here. There's that one. Where the hell is that deck? Hold on. Spirit, are you missing something? Yes, maybe, apparently I am. Where did that deck go to? Scorpio. What is happening? That's not it. It's like a soul recognition deck. Maybe, I'm going to say, right, everything that happens as part of these videos. Ah, there it is. You could be misplacing something. It could be under something very simple, so make sure, like, if you're mystery, no shit, there it is. Look at this. Look for in mystery. Where the hell did it go? You could be questioning whether or not, like, a person, again, it could be an object that you're missing this weekend or something like that, but this person just seems to disappear. Like, it's almost like somebody's doing a disappearing act, Scorpio. Huh, interesting. Spirit, you should pull a card for today. All right. But not from that deck. You're going to make me crazy. All right. Get you a quick card for today, and then we'll get into this. Or two cards. Consistency. That card came up. I'm pretty sure it was you. Was it you guys? Or was it Aries or Leo? Maybe Leo. I can't remember. Connection and consistency. Again, you're building. You're building upon something here, Scorpio. Thursday, man, if you stick with it and you are brave, something you're saying or doing today. Thursdays are big days for you. Man, it's like casting shadows. It's like, you ever like, I don't want to say have you been attacked by a dog, but there you go. And you're throwing rocks at it, trying to get it away, like shooing something away. He who cast the first stone. What is this about, Spirit? It's a ripple effect. Scorpio, you're looking mighty wonderful in whatever this is. Because whatever you're doing, like, some people may take it as shade today, but I don't think that it is. I just feel like you're bold. Like, you look at this card of consistency. She's bold. She's radiating the light of 1,000 suns. And some people can't stand your light. I've said it a million times. You look at those two cards. Well, I mean, the way that actually relaying. They can't stand your light, Scorpio. You irritate the fuck out of them. But they're in the background listening to something you're saying. Man, you're magnetic. 2 C's. C's could be important. C's, pay attention. Is somebody being CC'd on an email as well? Starfish energy. Where's that book? There's the star. Let me see. Starfish energy. There's something about the starfish energy attached to this. Bear with me, guys. Like, whatever spirit brings in, that's what we're going with. So, if my slowness bothers you, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You guys are here. You know how I am at this point. Starfish energy. What is that about? And I have a little bit of a cold, so pardon the sniffles. Starfish. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill. Like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them. For so long they may have forgotten their deeper calling. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, you're uplifting, artistic, expressive. When you're out of balance, gossip, and you feel empty, to bring into balance positive friends. So surround yourself today, Scorpio, with positive people. And if they're not, fuck them. Don't engage. Just don't engage. All right. For Thursday, oh my God, for Friday, Spirit. It's cold. It's got my head feeling some kind of way. Friday, unfinished business. You're coming back together with somebody. Snake. Why did that come out with that? Interesting. I don't know why that kind of threw me off. Spirit, Scorpio Collective, Friday. Messages. Oh. Scorpio, on Friday, someone you're dealing with. I just heard you get your ass back here. If you're dealing with somebody that is, Spirit saying in and out and inconsistent about something, they might be trying to set something up here, and not in a positive way. FYI. It's almost like if you have to see that CC, thank you, Spirit. If you have to have printed electronic communication with somebody, you may want to keep everything. If you're dealing with someone that you're not like, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a legal thing, you need to like bullet point, star, right, in your email. Like you really want to keep things real cut and dry. Stick to the facts, I'm hearing, not the emotions. You need to be factual, not emotional in reaction. Because I feel some of you might have to call the fucking cops. I'm not going to lie. About something. To put something to bed. Like you could be dealing with somebody who's drinking and it doesn't have to be, but there's a little bit of this here, so I'm going to throw that out there to the one person that might end up dealing with this. But it's like, it's almost like they're trying to stir the shit pot here, Scorpio, on Friday. Who, what, just what? You make sure that you are keeping proof of whatever is going on. Like, don't have side communication or have a conversation with, like, kind of be on your toes with whatever this is on Friday. Like, that's Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Just don't feel like you know what you're getting with somebody here. Oh, Spirit. Dare I? I dare. Some people's parents should have put a condom on. That's all I'm going to say. We won't put the specifics out there of what Spirit just said, but that's the light version. Like, I feel like this person may have been a little quiet recently. Queen of Wands. You see right through it. Truth. Ace of Swords. Truth will prevail. So if you're dealing with somebody who likes to lie and manipulate and play those games, and, you know, you could say the world might be better off. Sounds mean. I'm not trying to be mean. You've got the truth on your side. See, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords. I said, and there's the star again, there's something, there's healing here happening. When people feel, and against that grain, when people feel you pulling back, Scorpio, or you healing, or you moving on, and you're becoming more conscious of interactions with other people, those who like that lower vibrational energy are always going to feel that pullback from you, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, Scorpio. And I said, it's like somebody could be, it's like all of a sudden, like, they get preoccupied. So this, I could say, it's like one last final push. Ooh. I just feel like when they are struggling in their own world with that Three of Swords, they try to transfer that hurt and pain to you, and you see through it. It's like, I say to you, like, you can't even get mad when you understand why other people do the things that they do. It's like, I know why you act the way you do. You know, misery loves company, Scorpio. So why this on Friday, Spirit? Light-hearted, healing, adapt. You're going to find out some information. I said it's healing. It's healing. The star is healing. It's inspiration. It's healing. Somebody is not being forthright, delusion, about why they've got something going on. They may trigger you into the next step of some shadow work for yourself. I want to say, how close is this person to you? Because they don't feel super entangled with you I'm going to say anymore. Four of Wands. This is something you've already walked away from in the past. Lover's card. It could be an old partner connection, something like that. But I also feel like their ploys to kind of pull you into their bullshit it's not working. Like, you're not invested in it like you used to be, or something to that effect. Because it's also showing back to you how much healing you're doing, how much you've changed. Like I said, I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's there. You're moving past that pain, and this is someone else's pain. The Seven of Pentacles, I seen it, and it just came back out. So there it is. They're sitting in the Seven of Pentacles, Scorpio. You're in the Ten of Pentacles and King of Cups. You're emotionally, materially, practically, tangibly balanced. This person is struggling to find balance. They're watching their investments or whatever, King of Wands sideways, like, kind of fucking falter. They don't know what to do, so they're making impulsive actions. So I would just say justice here twice for you. Stay in your balanced self on Friday, Scorps, because I just feel like this person, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have no idea. If they did, they wouldn't be living in this energy right now. Just be aware of their bullshit behavior. And I think that you already have a full awareness of who this likely is and why they do the things they do. And just don't engage. I don't even know if there's any other way to put it, but just don't engage with them. Anything else on Friday for Scorpio that Scorpio needs to know? Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Anything else, Spirit, off topic of that on Friday for Scorpio? Five of Pentacles. Will listen, if you've been struggling with money, High Priestess. Oh, Scorpio. Things are about to really change. I don't know if something happens on Friday that kind of sets the marker or the tone for what's to come for you, but it leads to great abundance, where it's like, if anything financially has felt out of place for you, you're going to start to see it come back together. So Friday, I don't know that it's happening. I don't feel like it's happening on Friday, but the movement to get you to that place in the long term, it's like it's picking up steam. So just know that Friday, like, energies are shifting, plain and simple. Like, the energies are making some bigger shifts on Friday, not in super dramatic ways or anything crazy, but you're going to start to see, again, it's like everything starts to feel lighter. Pluto, rebirth, I'm telling you, there you are, dignified strength. Just hold your center. Stay positive, affirm positive thoughts, just light. Positivity and light, Scorpio, for yourself. Speak it into every part of your being, because what you believe, what you think is what you become. Plain and simple. Okay, and I'm going to leave Friday at that. Like, I feel like I've beat that enough. Saturday for Scorpio. Spirit, they wish they heard more. Rose and Thorns, key. Passionate love, core of the problem. Dreams come true in getting what you want, Scorpio. Let's see. I'm not going to speak on that yet. What is this rose about, Spirit? Rose bushes could be important. A key. You could be getting a key to something. There's something, I don't know, some of you could be pruning flowers, Ace of Cups, 6. I was going to say, this feels like, let's just say this is love, as an example. On Saturday, where typically things would start fast and faster, like that whole Knight of Wands, in quick out quick, right? Fuck boy, fuck girl kind of energy. As much as this says core of the problem, there could be an expression somehow around prior letdowns for either you or somebody else. Six of Swords. Somebody's getting ready, Scorpio, whether it's you or someone else, to move on past that and go, this has the potential, Ace of Cups, miracle, with a lot of great things to come of it. So I'm going to invest more into this. Like this I thought this might be a short-term thing, but this is really going to turn into something beneficial in the long run. So this rose, Spirit. Two of Pentacles. Somebody's figuring out the way forward despite, I said that Knight of Wands. There it is, Queen of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, get the fuck out of town. This is romance, guys. Leo energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here as well on Saturday. Someone is like mastering their emotions. They're becoming more fluid around those emotions. Somebody, I said it right in the beginning, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Did I not say that? I think I did. But that's what this is. It's harnessing both sides and going, I know I can go towards this. This isn't a one and done kind of thing. This is something that is really sustainable, and it might be hard. And yes, I've been, battle worn and tired, but I see potential in this thing, and I'm making up my mind. I'm putting, literally the Three of Wands, expansion, Ten of Swords. It is looking on the horizon of something that was, I'm going to say whatever it was typically short term. Like, let's just say you foster animals, and then you have this one dog or cat that comes into your life, and you're like, you know what? I love this one. Like, there's something about that. This feels familiar to me. This feels dedicated to me. This feels like there's just something about it that goes, it feels good the whole way around. So I'm not going to just let this animal go off to the next place. I'm going to keep this one. So something like that. Two of Swords. After a period of what could have felt like stagnation, I also feel like somebody is trying to protect their right to live, is what I'm hearing. When I say that, it's the right to kind of be who they've always been or be what they need to be. So there was a fear around some kind of conformity there. Key, the Empress. Somebody here could have had some emotional reactivity to a divine feminine. I don't want to call them divine feminine in the past, but a feminine energy in the past. But that's coming to a completion so that they can move on. Like somebody's heart space is opening, and they may not be super expressive about it, but I do feel like it's something that's workable, like you can work with it. So whatever the problem has been around this, literally the Fool, somebody's becoming more open to the idea of things and not sitting there with their arms folded and crossed. Like it's almost like their body language opens up, their mind opens up, their heart opens up, where they realize they can get what they need in this. And this could be you or someone else around you. But it's like, okay, here I am. Again, roses, another rose. That Fool is carrying a rose, white sleeves. Wear my heart on my sleeve for you, Scorpio. It feels, this person could have a dog. There's a doggy on the thing. Honeymoon, I'm telling you. They want your money. What is this? Don't let someone else spend your money either on Saturday. Is this the person of the situation of the past, or is this present? Interesting. Hold that thought. Scorpio, that Gold Digger card's come out a couple of times. What is this about, Spirit? Because it's a cycle. 7 of Pentacles. Scorps, this is a little strange. Pay attention to patterns of different people in your life. Like it feels like, I don't know, Spirit's saying you've got a bird's eye view to understand whatever this is, though, too. So, is this a confession of sorts? 8 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. Somebody's talking about or bringing up or having this conversation with you about how they've been used in the past. Where, like maybe it was about money. That's the end of this cycle. And I think that there's something around that, Scorpio, that there is an awareness, like maybe if you're dealing with somebody new in your life, like they haven't totally expressed these things to you yet, or maybe you haven't expressed your previous experiences to them, but it's deepening the bonds of intimacy. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, right? Intimacy we have with everybody in our life if we open ourselves up. So it feels like to me, like this person sees this as worth investing in. Contrast to, Spirit is saying, the 7 of Pentacles that we've seen over here on Friday versus the 7 of Pentacles that we see here on Saturday. When I say bird's eye view to you, it's almost like I see this connection, but Spirit is saying they're not the same. So there's something about that. It's almost like you're getting the ability to see, it's almost like watching. Okay, I'm going to go back to my same old story of the guy who had 2 sons who were, the guy was a drunk and he had 2 sons. One son chose to drink because he watched his father do it. The other son chose not to drink because he watched his father do it. Same household, different perspectives on the whys. So it's like you're looking at this person that you've dealt with in and out, inconsistent in the past, that is like the bonds are breaking somehow. And they may have done a certain thing, like we'll say, here we go, financial control. There we go. Maybe you have a parent or an ex-lover or something where money was, Spirit, thank you. Money was a means to an end. So that was the way they addressed something, was by throwing money at things, right? So you have, I don't know, somebody new who says, here, let me give this to you. And maybe they've been used in the past and they were hesitant, but they decide to do this out of the grace of their heart because they just want to, they want something good for you. I don't know. You may, because of this past pattern, not be super open to acceptance of something because you're like, seen this before. We ain't doing that shit again, right? But Spirit is saying this isn't coming in from that same place. So there's almost like an expression that this understanding brings a deeper bond between you and another person around whatever that is. So you're not dealing with the same person. So if you're thinking like, oh, well, my person is going to change and they're not going to be this way, bullshit. This person from Friday is going to continue to do what they do. This other person or situation, or maybe just a friend or someone who's supportive of you, now they understand why you felt the way you did. So they're supportive of that. 4 cups. It's like, this is why, look at that, 4 cups in the sun. This is why, you know, this is why I didn't take that offer. That's why I didn't do anything, you know. And I even said to you, like, the body language is changing as well, like going from, I don't know, to, okay, let me be arms wide open, from arms crossed to arms wide open in acceptance, and see this as a positive thing rather than as a negative. Okay. So I feel like that's a experiencing a big clue to how you know, and it's bridging a distance on a deeper personal level between you and someone else, even if it is just a friendship or a work ship or whatever ship you're fucking sailing. That's what this is meant to do. Anything else, health issues could arise. You could have colds, things like that. I don't feel like it's anything significant. No, you just, body movement. And here's the thing, when they say health issues could arise, how does your nervous system feel? I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. How does your nervous system feel about this? Do you feel reactive as you once did with the person in the past on Friday versus the person you're dealing with on Saturday? They are not the same. So gauge it too by how you feel, because it's like, you know a fool when you see a fool. You know a narcissist when you see a narcissist, right? You know a drug deal going down when you see a drug deal going down and nobody else notices. It's like, you've seen this before, right? You've seen this. You could spot it 15 fucking miles away and everybody else is sleeping around you. You know. And Spirit's saying, open your heart. Don't let this derail you like things have in the past. Okay? That's the moral of the story for Saturday. Sunday. Let's get to it. All right. I need a bigger table. I need more room. Where's my deck? There it is. Like, I think someone is pleasantly surprising you and your shadow side is going, claws out. Drop the defenses, Scorpio. Drop the defenses. Sunday, Spirit, for Scorpio. What do they need to know? Roll the dice in the reverse. Do not. This is an opportune time with Uranus and Gemini and retrogrades and all the things to maybe indulge in things you shouldn't be indulging in, Scorpio. Don't lean back into past patterns, habits, and routines. You might try to justify it to yourself. But look, the wisdom card behind that. You know, there's just certain things you shouldn't take chances on. It's like being, making smart, calculated risk, not stupid ones in a moment of, well, sounds like a good idea. If you're knocking something out of your life on a positive note, don't play Russian roulette with yourself, okay? Just keep moving forward. Yeah, see, there's nothing good that's going to come from that thing. It's going to cause greater problems in a connection or whatever it is for you. You know, it's like if you see somebody who maybe does struggle with addiction or something like that as a very human example, you can tell when they're doing well and when they're not. You know, are they invested in other things? Or they, you can always just see it in their face, let alone their actions, So whatever that is on Sunday, Scorpio, just let sleeping dogs lie. Like, little habits die hard, whatever that might be for you. Just don't go there, because it's gonna leave you feeling pretty remorseful around something. Anything else on Sunday? Hug, ascension, and pollution. What's the underlying here? Scorpio, I'm hearing the term feeling used up. What is this? Emotions are just gonna, your stuff is gonna fluctuate. It's like up, down, up, down. What is that about? Don't be afraid to say no to something. You're gonna need to gauge the environments that you're in. This pollution card, what is this about? 5 of Pentacles comes out sideways. I feel like one person is feeling better about something and another is... Oh, you are... What is it with Sundays, Scorpio? Your light illuminates their demons. Sun card again. Is this someone close to Scorpio? It's removed. Whoever you're dealing with on Friday, Scorpio, you could be dealing with again on Sunday? Six of Swords. You're not really fucking bothered by this. They feel yucky as fuck. Oh, they're mad. They're big mad, Scorpio. Watch, look at me grinning. Ha! They're big mad. Man, hold your dignity this weekend. Like, do not let people fucking trigger you to, like, react in a certain way or self-sabotage in a certain way. Because I do feel like you've got someone who's Two of Swords again, Three of Pentacles. Man, they think they govern your life. They really do. And when they are not, because there you are, the Death card and the Magician, Scorpio. Your Temperance behind that. 3, 4. 7 of Cups to the Judgment, to the Temperance, to the Death, to the Magician. All they can do is watch you walk. That's a big deal. Like, whatever this is, this person, this pollution into this ascension and hugs is like, you could be, somebody could see you out with somebody too, is what I'm hearing. And they're like, hold on. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. What's happening here? Scorpio, did I give you permission? Who the fuck do you think you are, God? So just be aware, like something about a vehicle as well. You be traveling. It's like somebody could see you out with somebody or something like that. You may become aware. For some of you, I'm going to say like 10% of you, you may feel yucky because you're becoming aware of something that doesn't seem fair to you as well. So your perspective is changing on that. This roll the dice in the reverse. Scorpio, for the love of all things holy, on Sunday, listen to me. Whatever self-sabotage you're kind of trying to lean into or feeling like, well, maybe I could do that just this once. Do not fucking do it. Like, I love you all. The 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. That's some pretty beautiful shit right there. That's the good stuff. That's what dreams are made of. Underlying 7 of Swords. Well, if I do this one little thing. I feel like this is you. Not gonna lie. Because I feel like you, like, it's almost like going off and doing something you know you shouldn't do. Don't do it. If you don't want to go somewhere, don't go somewhere. If the energy is off, don't do it. Don't do it. What is this about, Spirit? Just don't do it. If it's going to disrupt your peace, if it's going to disrupt your harmony, it's a no. It almost feels like, it's almost like the devil pulling at your tail feathers. Ah! Look, don't think you won't get caught, Scorpio. Don't think you won't get caught. So whatever you're toying with here, keep yourself in check. Tame your inner demons. Whatever that is for you. Hell, it might be a fucking pack of Oreos. Like, I've committed myself to this no sugar thing, and then you're like, I can have one Oreo today. 21 days to start a habit, 21 days to stop it, Scorpio. No. I'm going to be mean. You cannot have that Oreo. Have a banana. Eat a banana instead. Don't self-sabotage. Because you're looking good. Down here, you look really good on the outside. Don't self-sabotage. Don't do it. I can't express it. Don't do it. You need a reminder. Come back to this video at 42 minutes, whatever. Don't do it, Scorpio. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Phone a friend. Something. Just don't do it. Whatever that is. Don't fucking do it. The astrology is leaving some things out there going, did you learn your lesson? Don't fuck up a good thing. You remember when I would say to you even too, a couple weeks ago, your weekend read, I said, don't fuck this up. About a month ago, go back and watch that. Don't fuck this up, Scorps. Don't self-sabotage. You got too many good things coming to do stupid shit now. Because you're having it's like a mood swing. I'm gonna call it a mood swing, Scorpio. You're having a mood swing. I don't know. Do something else. Go walk. Go pet farm animals. Do something. Anything but self-sabotage this weekend. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Last messages for Scorpio. Karmic relationship. See, somebody's there's a karmic girl. Literally karmic relationship Friday. Told you that past person situation. Snake, right there it is. Clock, divine timing. Somebody on Saturday too addressing the boundary aspect, right? Like of what their experience was, whether this is you or somebody else. They're used to being used. This is not being used. This is love. This is different. And then on Sunday, side separation. You're toying with something based upon the past. Look at addictions. Put down the cigarette. Put down the alcohol. Get off the fucking Pornhub. Don't spend the money if you don't have it. Whatever the fuck the thing is. Do not lean back into that because you are going to fuck something up royally. Because somebody is checking in on you, whether you know it or not. Don't fuck up. I'm telling you. Don't fuck up. I cannot emphasize that enough. And two different energies here. Let me see something. I want to see this one too. What is this one? Anything different? See, and this other person who thinks they've got like heartbroken. Okay, I just wanted to check myself today. This person's just pissed. Second note on Saturday, right? Of that person being mad because your life is looking mighty stellar. If you self-sabotage, you're going to end up right where they are. Mark my words. Don't do it. Rise above it. Rise above it. Go from this to this. Not today, Satan. Rise above. You're gonna thank me later on for that. You're gonna thank Spirit, not so much me. Thank Spirit for that later on. Scorpio, there's your weekend read. I hope it's helpful. I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves. Whatever the thing is, don't fucking do it. Right? Personal reads are open and available. Link to the email and channel memberships is in the bottom of the box there. And take great care of yourselves. I love you all. I'll see you soon.